What makes an underground supper club successful?
What makes an underground supper club successful? That's a really tough question, and the reason why it's tough is because I think everybody defines success in a very different way. A lot of my supper club counterparts here in Brooklyn have success. I'm not going to say how they define success, but they cook a bit. They cook a bit fancier than we cook. You know, so for us, the way that I define success is if everybody that sits around my table that evening has talked to everybody else that's at that table, and they're leaving satiated both in their stomach and in their mind with a smile on their face.
What's consistent across all supper clubs as far as when you think about being able to pull off an experience?
The consistency is everybody's really passionate about what they're doing, both with the food and with the experience. In all the other people that I've talked to that run their own supper clubs, they have those things that I was speaking about before: the theme, the food, and just elevate sort of it from just a dinner party. But that passion for both the experience and the food, everybody has.
In order to have a successful supper club, you need to create something that'll pull people away from dinner parties and restaurants.
When you have a supper club, I don't know that you're competing with restaurants as much as you may be competing with a dinner party. And those dinner parties are not a bunch of 5 friends that know each other. I think what a supper club does to sort of transcend both of those in opposite directions actually is the supper club sits in between those two things, in that you're forgiving with the service end of things because you're not going to a restaurant.
That's right.
There's no menu that you're getting. You're not going to have choices most times. So you're sort of already primed for this experience that you're not exactly sure what you're going to get, but you know you're going to kind of be given something, and you're going to have to take it for what it is. So that's sort of broken down that barrier. And then on the other side, you know that you're going to be there with people that you don't know. And so the social end of it is you're going to have to interact and sort of meet people, and you have to be sort of prepared for that, which is a little bit more like a restaurant, but also in that restaurant world, you don't have to talk to the people at the table next to you unless we're communal, which is happening more and more, which I like. So I think it sort of sits in between those two things really nicely and diffuses, I wouldn't say the negatives of it, but maybe some of the expectations that you have on either side of that allows the supper club to sort of thrive in its glory, really.